propagating when you don't even know how to propagate. You don't even know what the name of your plant is. I want to encourage people to make that stuff not matter. If there's a plant in your yard that you like and it's doing good and you have no idea what it is, you should just try to propagate it. Just try. You don't need to know what it's called, and you don't need to have any of the special stuff that people tell you you need to have, such as rooting hormone or any kind of special soil to try it. You should just try it, because the worst thing that would happen is you fail, but you're not losing anything. 90% of the time, there's some part of the plant that needs to be clipped anyway. So take that clipping and just try it. You can either stick it in some soil, stick it in the ground wherever you know it's already growing, and then check on it every couple weeks, see what happens. But what I like to do is I'll stick one in the ground. If it's a plant that I really don't know what it can do, I'll stick a piece in the ground. But sometimes for fun, I stick it in water. Maybe 3 weeks ago, I had this watering can full of water, and I needed to cut some plants around the yard, and I just threw them in the pail. So let me show you what's happened. This is so exciting. What I want to preach the most is you will learn more from this type of hands-on trials than anything you watch somewhere else in somebody else's yard. Like, there's so much hype around having this special mix and having special conditions, and you don't have to make room inside your house either, because I don't want to do that. What I want to share is what happens when you just try it. And the worst thing that can happen is the cutting that you take doesn't live, but you didn't lose the plant. There is a way to propagate just about any plant, especially perennials, evergreens, and woody stem plants. Those are the easiest to propagate. This right here. Okay, do you see that root? This is Turks cap. It's got a new root coming out here. It's got some nubs there, and it's got one long one here. But Turks cap is a shade-loving plant. And Turks cap is a Texas native and apparently super easy to propagate. And I was not trying to root it. It just rooted. So there's one. Oh, here's another Turks cap. Look at this. Okay, so they were both put in there at the same time. See, no effort, zero effort. I literally forgot about this pot. I was not expecting this, okay? So the other thing that I'm really surprised about is this Mexican sage bush. Check this out. I put this in there at the same time about 3 weeks ago, and then look at this. But check it out, Mexican sage bush will root in water. That's how simple it is. I didn't plan this. I've never rooted this. I've never tried to propagate this, so I don't know how easy it is to propagate. Here's another piece. Look at that. All of these roots in just a few weeks. Now, the location that I have these is on my back porch. It gets morning sun for about 5 hours. One time in 3 weeks, I just added water. At no point did I dump it out and change it and freshen it up like you would think should be done. Because it was on my back porch, I just kind of forgot about it. I came across it and I was just about to dump it. So basically it's 2 Turks caps and 2 Mexican sagebush. That's what the big results are. You can do this. Do this with a shrub. If you have a shrub in your landscape that you just love, go in an inconspicuous area around the back side and snip off a cutting, remove the leaves, and just put it in a little vase and just see what happens. Have it on your kitchen counter. If it dies in 2 weeks, so what? Like hibiscus, that's another one that will also root in water. And I found that out the same way that I found these out. And take a cutting from hibiscus, snip off all the leaves, and put it in water, and it will root. I can give you a tip about that I do know. If you have a shrub that you like in your yard, when it makes new growth, those are the ones that are going to be the most likely to root off of the plant, because they have a growth hormone in them already that is encouraging the growth. So by snipping the new shoots or the new growth off of any type of shrub increases your chances of success of propagation. So the other thing that I want to stress about when you do propagate in water is you can't go straight from this situation where the root is in water and then go straight to dirt, where you're transitioning the roots to adapt to the soil conditions without drying out and going into shock and killing off the plant. What I like to do is I put them in a regular container with dirt, but then I make sure they're sitting in a saucer with water or some type of tray with water for at least 2 to 3 weeks while the roots adapt to getting the moisture that it needs from the soil, because it is a different type of demand on the roots, thriving or living in water conditions and then transitioning to soil. Like, I can't take this right now and put it in a regular pot of potting soil, let it dry out between waterings, because these roots have not adapted to those conditions. And I mean, there's so many roots. Look at that one just falling off. So the way that, they adapt is by that transition of just making sure the soil stays moist for the first couple weeks. That's all you got to do. The best way to do that is to set it in a tray. Trying to remember to go back and water it every day is not worth it. Just put them in a tray and forget about it, and you'll be good. The main goal of this video is to promote the beginner gardener or even the avid gardener to experiment more with propagating techniques regardless of what you hear. If you take away anything from this video, it's to just remember it never hurts to try, and you never know until you try.